Alright, so today we're talking about informational text, and you wonder what exactly is informational text? Well, it informs the audience about the natural and the social world, and has an author who is an expert whose aim is to educate the reader about a subject. It's a little more specific than non-fiction text, and we're going to go into those 5 different text types now. So you have 5 informational text structures. First, you have sequential. Then you have problem and solution. You then have cause and effect, description, and last, compare and contrast. You might be a little familiar with some of these, but we're going to go into each one in a little more detail. Sequential text structure. Sequential text structure is when information is organized in steps or in a process. So for example, let's say that you're trying to tell me what's going on this morning when you wake up. So first you might say you woke up and you got dressed, then you brushed your teeth, then you went and ate breakfast. So each one of those things is going to go into one of the boxes in this graphic organizer of sequence. Problem and solution text structure first describes a problem, and then it proposes and explains a possible solution or response. So we see this type of stuff all the time. Let's say your problem is that you don't know how to tie your shoes. Well, there are 3 possible solutions for that, even probably more. First, you might look up a YouTube video that shows you how to tie shoes. Then you might ask your parents. That's another possible solution. So there are plenty of solutions to each problem. You would use this type of graphic organizer for that. Then let's talk about cause and effect text structure. Pretty much you just explain the results of something happening. So in the big arrow at the top, you might say the cause is that you did not do any homework. The effect of that is going to be that you didn't get a very good grade. Description text structure gives the reader a mental image of the subject through many different details. We do things like this when we're writing stories. We create this little web like is shown here. So in the center you're going to put that main idea, and then the little bubbles outside of it is where you're going to put more descriptive details and kind of describe what's going on in that text. And then lastly, we have compare and contrast text structure. It shows the difference in similarities between 2 things. This is probably the type of text structure that you see most often and the type of graphic organizer you see most often. So if I were comparing vanilla and chocolate ice cream, in the middle I would put that they're both ice cream, but on the other sides I would put one is brown and one is white.